Kubor nakaslem jong udongsan Hima.
President jangka Meghalaya Pradesh Congress Committee. Badai artat MP ke Shillong Parliamentary Constituency ubak Vincent H. Pala. Pemla ban klem na Kyndit hadien ba usyam. Badyoi bawat uwe ni kidekat bala rangba bha hakaseng kata ubak Charles Pyngrope. Bulut ulami lang haringkat padu Dr. Mukul Sangma banlet ben penyesna lang badu syakaseng Trinamool Congress. Habakran berkilat patay kubor hingga saat jang bak Vincent ulapan pau bagajing apat hakaseng kadai ke baula ap kemilenti. Taba syempai perkat bagi dekat kom ki jang bak Charles Pyngrope kidmi lang no nakaseng. Habai dei bagajing mina jiki kat armut ki dekat kaseng hapok gajing lam ke jang Dr. Mukul Sangma bak Vincent ulakam banang Nisha Khmat kandai ke thong ba thong san ya kaseng hibara kawai banan kam ban her pensong thu shi pai ba nak kersan kaseng. Shushu bak Vincent banak kalian kaseng kongres ke jela kin saya emerging mood bha bat kini sat an kena makin la wat makin ra ya kini kamat jingami ne pet seng hapok yang besar.
Because I personally expected this to happen, whether today or tomorrow or one day it will be happening in election. So honestly, we all prepared. When I went to Garo Hills also, we all prepared. That's why we have taken a few people from Garo Hills. That's why we already inducted them, so that it will not be a sudden. So people from Garo Hills also, they are with the Congress. When I went also, many of the senior member in the party also, they said that we will be with the Congress. We will not follow the leaders. We will follow the Congress. So I personally think that there's a scope for a few people who left the party also, but definitely there'll be a damage done to certain areas in Garo Hills where Mukul, who was a chief minister and been in the party for so long, but there also be a little bit of resurgence of the Congress, especially in the east and the north and the south of Garo Hills. So I think the damage will be done in Garo Hills, not only to the Congress, the damage will be done to the family also. So I personally think because the Congress in Garo Hills has become only to one family. So they have taken all of them. Sometimes their brother-in-laws, relatives, and all. So there'll be a scope also for other people to come back, and they have already come back. Many of them they already called me, they contacted me. So because I knew that this will happen, so we have already gone, we have already done our work properly. So to me, I think it's not a surprise, except honestly Ba Charles, which I did not expect, and I had a high regard, always trust Ba Charles, and the rest I know that they will be going. So I think I don't take it as a setback. I take it as a challenge, and every challenge sometimes you have to go down. Sometimes you have to fight stronger and come with a new plan, a new technology, a new system. So that's why we have done very fast in enrollment. We have done very fast in our youth enrollment because I expect that this will happen. So we have already took steps so that will strengthen the party. We are in the process. Whether they go because many others also will come to us. And as far as I know, even those who left us also, they will leave the Trinamool. They may join some other parties. So I don't think that will be a setback for us in the long run. Now maybe for some time people will think that Congress has been divided, but I'm sure that we'll come back very strongly. Rather, many people who call me from Garo Hills said that now I should go to Garo Hills and reorganize. As far as Kasia and Janta Hills, I think I don't think that much because a few MLA left and in their own constituencies will be a challenge for them. It's not because of us, because many of the people I think they want Congress to come next because for better governance. So I think there will be a big challenge for us, but the challenge we have to face it, and I'm very confident and very sure that we will overcome the challenge. Madam Amprin, today we discussed, actually very unfortunately yesterday so many people called me, but I was on tour from block to block. For the last 3 days I was in tour in the villages and entire Ribhoi areas I've covered, and East Kasils yesterday I covered right from Penursla to Mauplang to Nongkrem and to Baroni's Konstitusi Menlem also. So I've covered all the areas. I've seen that many people are very enthusiastic with the Congress. They said we want the Congress to come back, and we have to give them a good rather good candidates who have clean image and all. So that's all we are trying to do that. So I don't think that it doesn't mean, one or two people. Last time also, so many people left the party. If you see last time also, I think 9 MLAs left the party, and
We came back
3
with
senior
21.
MLAs, even the deputy chief minister and all left us, and some of them, the home minister did not contest, the deputy chief minister did not contest, the ex-president of the party did not contest. There we would have been in a very bad position, but you see the vote share we still got very high. We did
21
not come,
seats.
we did not. Rather, we won 22 because 2 elections are there.
Yeah.
So I don't think that it will be a big setback, but definitely we'll overcome it. See, if you want a direct and honest questions, I'm telling you, Doctor leaving the party, it's not because of me. It's only an excuse because of me. I was in touch with many of our friends in the other parties also. So I knew that he already been contacted BJPs also. BJPs also told me. But somehow BJP were not very keen to take him at that time. I knew that even much before my appointment also, he was in touch. So he was on the verge of leaving the party at that time, because I think people who have been in power for so long, suddenly when they are out of power, definitely there will be lots of uneasiness amongst them. And this government is, especially the NPP government in Garo Hills, I think they become stronger compared to his strength. That was one of the reason, I think. So it's not because of my appointment. It's only an excuse of my appointment. Otherwise, things have been always started before. Also. Actually, his representative and others, they've been keep meeting the BJP and other parties also. But after the election in Trinamool, maybe Trinamool, even Trinamool contacted her also. Trinamool contacted me also, honestly. Trinamool contacted many people also. But we don't succumb to the pressure. We don't succumb to the other ideas or offer, whatever they say. So I think, but he succumbed to that. So I think it's not a surprise for me. I don't take it as a relief also. I don't take it as a burden also. But I take it as a challenge with all of us will fight. Me alone, not alone. We have got the MLAs, we've got the MDCs, we got the party workers are very strong on the ground. So ultimately, it will be not the leaders who decide. It will be the voters and the party workers who work hard to decide. So it's only 1.5 years we are going for the election. Rather for the party congress, I think since they have gone now, it will be have a lesser damage, because why? We still have time to prepare, reorganize ourselves, projecting the new candidates. So I think it's a challenge. I don't say that it's a relief. I don't say that it is a loss also. So we take it as a challenge, and together we'll fight it. I see. That's why we will legally also will fight.
Yes.
We are already in touch. That's why we kept you busy, because we are in touch with our lawyers. Legally also we will fight. We will consult our lawyers. So soon we will also do something after the meeting with all the legislators and the MDCs. We'll take a collective decisions. So legally also we'll fight. How can the mandate was given for the Congress? They were only a candidate, and suddenly they want to betray their voters. I don't think the voters also will be happy. So we'll fight both legally also and politically also. We all aware of the situation. Actually, this is not the first time, it was there before. We expected that things will come like this. But honestly, we didn't expect Charles also will be in the group. That was a surprise to me. I personally spoke to Charles, and he admitted that he also will be joining the group. And I think we as a party, we will fight. And we have our legislators here, Kong Amperin. I will also like her also to give a few bites on this, because we will be asking the time and from the speaker. So we will be meeting him. We'll be submitting a petition also to the speaker, and at the same time we'll be having a meeting here at 1 o'clock with all the MLAs, and maybe in the evening later with MDCs, because many of them are their own constituencies. So we'll fight back very hard. Let's see what is coming. I'll be happy if Kwang Amperin also can give a few.
What has unfolded before the people of Meghalaya is not something very new. This is a pattern that is reoccurring in the entire country. Now, if you ask me whether all these exoduses will make Congress shiver, my reply to you is no. We are a party. We will continue to build our forces. The deterrents that have constantly impacted on the party has always been from inside. We did not want to mention all of this post by-election because we thought it is not right. But now that you look at those results of the by-elections and you look at all the rumors that were running around the by-elections, we now also come to a conclusion that yes, the damage was done by ourselves to ourselves. A bus with 19 people and a bus with 17 people. Obviously, they would like the bus to be less occupied. Having said that, Congress will fight back. We will fight back. We have a Congress legislature party which speaks with authority. We will reform our forces. We feel that here is presented to the Congress party an opportunity to the people of Meghalaya to look for a new era of politicians. The very fact that this buying and selling, this horse trading, this poaching is becoming too frequently occurring to destabilize our economy. I think it's time now and an opportunity given to the Congress party to relook at its candidates, give ample space for young new faces, give space for the people to realize that the decadence of political goodwill is not something that the public will worry about in the near future. Very sad, very, very sad that the public cannot now trust their leaders. If party presidents and CLP members are unaware of these kinds of theatrics, so the public is even in a worse dilemma. Now people are not interested in governing the state. People are interested in protecting their personal interests. This is a decadence in this politics that is going to erode into the fabric of our communities. I request the public of Meghalaya, don't give up on the Congress just yet. We will research, we will fight. We won't fight with money, we will fight on issues. And subsequent to this, we will again brief the media when all our friends are together. Our MLAs are firm. 5 MLAs are very firm now. We would revamp, we would reorganize ourselves, and we will see. We cannot just give you statements without getting everybody on board. It's too early in the day for us to even think of that. Allow us to also hear the opinions of all the 5 remaining MLAs in the Congress party. Do not forget that we still have a place in the legislature, and we will play our roles efficiently, effectively. Public should vote for the Congress because the Congress will fight issues. Everything else will follow suit. That is for the moment what we have to say.